If you've been weightlifting for a while now and you've been going to the gym 3 or more times per week for a couple of years, well then there's a high chance that you got bored. There's a high chance that now when you go to the gym, well the weight that you've been, constantly hitting for the past years doesn't really move. So the progress has stagnated, right? So you don't improve nor do you decrease the weight. Like you just, stay at the same place over the course of few weeks, few months, or even a year. And I've got few approaches, and the first one is my best one. And so my best approach to this, condition is to spicing up your training routine. So instead of, doing the same split, same things, same movements every single time for a couple of years, well, now it's time to change. And what I've joined my wrestling gym and I've tried wrestling, which is like a martial art, right? And the training there is completely different. Like it's, focused more on these like acrobatic slash calisthenic things. Like we do those jumps, we do those like stretching things, those neck movements and so forth, right? So it's completely different and it's a whole lot, more cardio. So I sweat a lot and it's really tough for me, so I like it. And what you could do is you could join a martial arts gym, like you could join some boxing classes, some kickboxing classes, some MMA. It's even harder. And I bet it will be hard because if you're not going to the gym, well then you have neglected cardio, right? You haven't done any cardio at all, or you've done some cardio, but you still, can't just run multiple kilometers in the same time, like at once, right? So that's why martial arts will be tough training. Another reason why joining the martial arts gym is going to be, beneficial for you because finally you're going to learn how to fight, how to protect yourself, how to protect your family, your girlfriend, whoever, right? Because I wasn't prepared and that's why I ended up right here. Moving on, the second approach which I used but hasn't worked for me is to change your split. So if you're on push-pull legs for the past 2 years, well then no surprise, you're not gonna actually improve it a lot because your body got used to the split, to the exact movements, to the exact, schedule and so forth. So I recommend you to change your split to, could be like Arnold split, could be full body, could be, I don't know, some other CrossFit things. Yeah, it doesn't matter what you do, but change the split. And as I said earlier in my videos, there's no such a thing as a perfect, as an ideal split. No. So if you hear those influencers tell you like, hey bro, push-pull legs is the most, scientific approach to bodybuilding. You will gain a lot of fucking muscle and so forth. No, doesn't apply because it doesn't matter what you do. If you work hard, if you work intensely in the gym, if you put in the effort, well then you will have the gains from no matter what split you choose. Moving on, the third approach which I advise is to actually get a training partner because if you've been training alone for a while, well then you've been soft, like you've been not pushing that hard, and getting a gym bro, getting a training partner will completely avoid this. Because when you get a partner, well then he could, for example, he could spot you, he could, push you to your limits, he could, put some heavier weight than you thought. Like there's so many times that that's happened to me that, I wanted to put, could be like 3 plates on a machine, right? And then my gym bro came to the machine and he said, no, you're gonna do 4. And so he put another plate on there. And guess what? I still did like 8 reps. So that's why gym bros are are saviors. Yeah. Another thing which you could improve when getting zero progress, when just stagnating, is to improve your diet, improve your sleep. Like this stereotypical things, but it actually works. Because if you've been getting zero progress, like if you've been just stagnating, well then chances are that you've been sleeping like 6 hours per day. You've been eating junk food and processed foods. So that's the reason why you get zero gains, because your hormones, your T levels, your DHT levels and so forth are so low that you cannot put on muscle because the anabolic pathways just don't apply, don't process. So yeah, make sure to improve your diet and even your like training regime, I'd say, like even your intensity, because like yeah, like the third approach, which is like getting a gym bro, is a nice way to optimize this intensity. But if you can't get gym bro because you're a shy piece of shit, well then you need to work on yourself and actually push yourself to your limits, because that's the only way you're gonna gain muscle. And that's why it has worked for you in the past. Like when you first got into gym, the number one reason why you got so big is because you put in the intensity, you put in the intense workout, the intense effort. Because you wouldn't, like, when you first start off going to the gym, everything hurts, right? When you've trained legs for the first time with this like intense effort, the second or third day after this leg day, you got so many cramps, so many muscle cramps, so many muscle pain, because it hurts. So first your body will need to adjust, and once it adjusts, well then you need to increase the intensity so it will keep on adjusting to the intensity level. Okay, so the conclusion of today's video is the first approach is to join martial art gym, like spicing up your training. That's the way it has worked for me. And I've been, because once you actually, for example, like if you've been training in the gym for the past 2 years, right? Well then you've been doing this like high weights, low reps or whatever kind of like style, this regime, right? But if you join the martial arts gym for, could be like half a year, right? Half a year, you decrease the amount of weightlifting sessions and you actually increase the sessions of martial arts, training. Well then, after the 6 months, when you come back to the gym and when you actually, start to bodybuild again, you're gonna get way faster results actually, because you're gonna be able to put on way bigger weight, and that's happened to me as well. So join the martial arts gym. You're gonna learn how to fight, how to protect yourself, and it will be only beneficial to you. It will be hard as fuck, but trust me, you're going to learn so many new things, and so that's why it's a good option. Second one is, what was the second one? Yeah, I think it was maybe change your split. I don't know, maybe like change your split, right? If you've been like going push-pull legs all the time, well now it's time to change it for arm or for other splits. And there's no such a thing as an ideal split. The third approach is to get a gym bro. Why? Because you're a homophobic piece of shit. Nah, just joking. The third reason why to get a gym bro is, well, the guy is going to push you so like way more intensely, meaning you're going to put in way much more effort, meaning like the more you put in, the more you get out. Like if you put in way much more effort, way much more intensity, you're going to gain a lot of gains, a lot of muscle on. And the fourth reason why to spice up your training, or the fourth approach, is to improve your sleep, your diet, and whatever these like small factors of training. Yeah, if you liked it, give me a thumbs up. Fuck, I can't speak, bro. But yeah, if you liked it, give me thumbs up, thumbs down, or subscribe button. It feels still a cringe thing to ask, but nevertheless, yeah, that's all from me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.